Social media. If you have no idea what this is, you must be living under a rock. Because since the 21st century began, the world has gone through such a drastic transformation when social media emerged. Just decades earlier, people communicated through telephones, newspapers, and letters. But why couldn't it stay that way? Well, it's simple: efficiency. Newspapers take time to produce. Telephones weren't as mobile as today's smartphones, and letters could take days before the recipients receive them. The bottom line is, humans, they want things to be better. That is why we are in a constant state of progression. No matter what we do, technology will continue to advance to better our lives. And one of these advancements happened to be social media. It was amazing. It allowed us to create our very own digital profiles, deliver messages in a matter of seconds, and even create content for anyone you wish to show. At first, it was a genuine platform for socializing. It enabled users to build digital connections, share information, and interact with anyone in real time. However, over time, these platforms evolved into something far beyond mere socialization. Our insatiable nature encouraged social media to grow and serve endless purposes. But while it's inherently good in many ways, social media has also become linked to some notable downsides. What was once a safe space is now a major ethical issue in technology. In today's presentation, we, the Group 7, will be diving into social media. Using the SES perspective, let's explore why this topic has become such an overarching issue in today's society. First, we need to understand the science and technology behind the platform. For that, let me introduce you to Mr. Beruela, Ms. Tan, and Ms. Lara, who will now be discussing the following portion of this presentation.
Scientific basis and technological aspects. To understand why social media has become such a powerful force in society, we must first look at the science and technology that makes it work, and why it works so well on us. The neuroscience behind social media. Social media is designed to exploit one of the brain's most fundamental systems, the dopamine reward pathway. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. Every like, comment, and notification triggers a small dopamine release, creating a feedback loop that keeps us coming back for more. Platforms reinforce this through variable reward reinforcement, the same mechanism that found in slot machines. Because reactions are unpredictable, the brain stays in a constant state of anticipation, making the behavior increasingly difficult to stop.
Behind the screen, social media runs on cloud computing that is just a giant network of servers. It allows billions of people to interact with content all at the same time. At the heart of the experience is the algorithm. It is powered by machine learning. It studies what you watch, what you skip, and what you share. Then it tailors your feed to keep you on the platform as long as possible. Fueling all of this is data collection. Every scroll, every tap, every post gets logged. That data is used to refine recommendations and drive targeted ads. And that remains the main business model of most platforms.
For real-world applications.
These technologies have also produced meaningful innovations like
Live streaming, AR filters, encrypted messaging, and more recently, generative AI.
which has introduced synthetic content into our feeds and raised new questions about authenticity and trust.
Going through societal implications, social media reach is far and wide. The use of online networks is expanding along with the global digital population. This proves that social media and the internet go hand in hand. Platforms were once seen as online spaces just for socializing, but now they're used for business, dating, politics, and daily communications. So let's talk about dating and cheating. Finding a partner on social media is much faster, but the danger and risk are also higher. The number of predators, molesters, kidnappers, rapists, and pedophiles is growing at an alarming rate. Why? Because the internet is such a wide and open space. Anyone can create a fake persona and lure unsuspecting users into becoming victims. Cheating has also become more common in relationships. It could be from late night talks with others or even with random people who just pass by in their social feeds.
For business and exploit. As the internet became available worldwide, communication became easier, faster, and more convenient. People can now share photos, videos, opinions, and personal moments online within seconds. But along with these advantages came serious risks. One of these risks is data breaches.
Data breach became a lot common when the internet became worldwide. Selling explicit information to other companies can reward you with extreme wealth.
Hackers and cybercriminals often target websites and social media platforms to collect valuable information.
Communication. When social media first launched, people around the world got excited by the thought of communicating from far away. This trend does not subside for the following years to come. In the present day, communication becomes less and less frequent. Effort to face communication are thrown in the trash, labeling it out of trend.
Moving on to our analysis and insights.
Having established the neurological and technical mechanisms of social media, let us analyze these realities through the lens of science, technology, and society, or STS.
There is an important idea called surveillance capitalism, introduced by scholar Shoshana Zuboff. What does it mean? It means that on social media, we are not really the customers.
The platform do not view us as human beings seeking connection. They view us as data points to be mined, analyzed, and sold, because the primary business model relies on maximizing screen time to serve ads. The algorithms are intentionally programmed to prioritize high arousal emotions like outrage, fear, and jealousy.
For examples, have you ever searched for shoes online and then suddenly saw shoe advertisements on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram? That's not purely coincidence. That happens because social media platforms track your activity and interests. Many users also compare themselves to influencers online. Because of this, some people experience insecurity, jealousy, or anxiety. The platform continues showing similar content because it increases engagement.
Technological determinism versus human agency. Our research highlighted how face to face communication is being thrown away and labeled as out of trend. This brings us to our major STS debate, technological determinism. The idea that technology drives human history and dictates human behavior, leaving us powerless to resist. When we look at society today, it certainly feels like technology is winning. We sit in social gathering, staring at two sheets of metal, allowing algorithm to dictate how we date, how we do business, and how we interact. However, a deeper Estes insight reveals that technology only holds this power because we have allowed it to operate without ethical guardrails. The degradation of real-world communication is a result of society choosing the path of least resistance, valuing the convenience of digital contact over the effort of physical community.
Finally, let's look at the rise of online predators, scams, and data exploits. In the physical world, we have built safety infrastructures, police, laws, locks, and social accountability. But in the digital world, something different happened. Technological momentum, the sheer speed at which these platforms grew, completely outpaced society's ability to regulate them. So today, we live in a society where our most intimate moments, personal data, and relationships are hosted on infrastructures that prioritize global connections over individual security.
Now that we have analyzed the structural and societal roots of this crisis, let us move forward to our group's definite standpoint and conclusion on the matter. Since the 21st century began, social media has greatly improved and changed the way people communicate, interact, and live. What started as a tool for connecting and sharing of ideas has now become one of the most powerful influences in our society. Through science and technology, social media created convenience and innovation, but it has also brought serious problems such as addiction, privacy issues, online exploitation, and the weakening of human interaction. As a group, our stand is that social media is not inherently bad, but over time it drifted off from its original purpose because of the profit-driven systems and irresponsible usage. Through the STS perspective, we believe that technology should not serve humanity and not control it. Therefore, society must learn to use social media responsibly, protect personal privacy, and value genuine human connection alongside technological advancement. That is all for Group 7. Thank you for watching and see you.